Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. So I have been working in a small space on the south side of my garden for the past few weeks now. Like every time I go over there, I would do a little bit of something, but it's not fully completed. So today I want to finish that area because I can't believe I've been doing this for this long. Like most of the times I start something and I finish it, but I've been going back and forth with this area for quite some time now. So today we're gonna finish it and possibly beautify it with some more plants. Now the ground is very wet. It's been raining for about 3 days now. Um, and I don't know if I'll be able to dig through. I don't know what the soil is gonna look like. So we'll see what the soil look like before we start digging into it, because sometimes the soil would get pretty messy, or maybe it's not that messy. Maybe I'm able to put some plants down. Normally when it's nice and soft, it's so much better to plant because it's easy to dig through. But if it's too soft, it gets messy, and that I don't want to do. So I'm gonna turn this camera around, show you guys where I'm at with this space. I've done a little bit more work on this space, and we're definitely gonna finish it up today. So this is the area that I've been working on. This is the south side of my house. This little space here is what's taking up all my time because I've been pulling weed, I've been putting cardboard, I've been placing mulch, making sure it's irrigated. We've been doing the works on this space, okay? Because I think it's prone to getting a lot of grass grown in the bed, although we put down layers and layers of cardboard and all this stuff. Like the weeds just keep coming through this area. The sun is now coming up anyway, and it's coming up in this area, so I know I gotta get started and basically finish up this before the sun gets too hot. Anyway, so as you can see, I got my cart here with some more mulch, and I gotta finish this area up. Now we did finish the edge with the bricks. We had a little section that we didn't complete, and so that's the area that we have completed, and I got a few bricks left over, but as you can see, it's done. Now one of the bricks we have to kind of like turn it in here, only because I didn't want to stretch it out any longer. I could have stretched it out a little bit more and get some more bricks, but I didn't want to stretch it out any longer. When you look at it from here, you can see these bricks kind of like falling out here, and we had a lot of rain with the cardboard and stuff. It didn't settle properly, so that's why you got like a little belly out here. So I'm gonna try to push them back in a little bit and kind of straighten it. Like one section is straight, and this section right here is what comes out with like a little belly. What I'm gonna try to do is straighten it a little bit. Then we're gonna see if I can, before I add some more of the compost in here, I might try to plug some more plants in here. Now I have a beautiful hedge of evergreen in here, which is the 3 junipers. Ooh, there's a mosquito. Ooh, it's early in the morning, but because the place is so wet, the mosquitoes are out. Okay, so they're flying around, and one of them just landed on my skin, so I have to stop for a minute. Anyway, we have this beautiful edge of junipers that I think this has been planted here for maybe like 3 years already. 3 years in a row. 2 or 3 years in a row. So it's been here for quite some time, and it's grown a little bit. It hasn't, maybe it's like 2 years. I think it's about 2 years. I don't want to push the buttons on them, but I think it's maybe like 2 years I planted them here, and so far they've done pretty good. This area during the summer gets really dry, but during the winter it gets really wet. So at some point they were doing great, and then during the summer they started to kind of struggle a little bit. So you see a little brownness in them, and that's okay. I think they're gonna bounce back. I hope so. And then we have over here, I got the arborvitae. This arborvitae has been shifted from space to space to space, and eventually it landed here, and I kind of try to keep it here because it looks really nice in this corner. And you know that that's gonna get really tall in this corner and look really nice. So I did try to keep it in this corner here. Again, during the summer it gets so dry, so sometimes the bottom this struggles a little bit, but it's been doing pretty good right now. It kind of shed a little bit because of the dryness, and once the area started to get wet again with the irrigation, it kind of bounced back, and that's sometimes happen with this arborvitae. But hopefully it continues to grow strong, because in the past what year or two that I've planted it in this area, it has grown a little bit. It just looks a little thin out. That's okay. It looks like in my eyes, I think it looks more like a Christmas tree structure. It doesn't look, it's not too full. It's not too, like empty, I should say. It doesn't look bad at all. You know what I mean? So I think it's doable. I think I can leave it here and let it do its thing. And then, of course, I have to, the panicum grasses. I plant these here. By the way, they're Niagara Falls panicum grass. It's a blue grass. It looks very beautiful. I just love this plant because of the seed heads, and the blueness of the structure, like the leaves and stuff. It just looks really nice. So I love these two grass. There's one here and there's one over here, but I love these two grass in this area here. It really stands out for me. I can't wait to see them look a lot more taller, a lot more fuller, a lot more bigger, because I know it's gonna look beautiful in this area here. And then I have the lilies. These lilies, but the lilies were over there. I never expect them to come back up because I transplant them from my front yard. I put them here, but the area was so bad, so dry. It was so awful. I didn't expect them to come up. And then during the summer, they start to just pop through the ground, and I was grateful. So these came back because they do have a beautiful color. They blue, orange, white, and yellow. So it just have this beautiful color on it. Like, it's a striking color. So I love that it came back up. And what I did was basically, I had it planted in two sections up there, and I took some from that area and bring it down to this end. So now I have a split basically of two of the same color in here. I'm not trying to make like this area with symmetry or anything like that. I just needed to bring a little bit of the color down to this end. Now on this end a few days ago, I planted this, what is it called? It's called dwarf fountain grass. That's the name. I call it the little bunny, just because of the little seed heads at the top here that looks like bunny tails. I call it the bunny tail. So although this arborvitae is going to get really big, this guy is going to be sitting right on the end, just doing its thing, because it's going to get just about 24 inches tall, and that is a nice size for just on this corner on the end. The texture between all the plants just look very beautiful. So that's the plan for this corner. Anyway, all right, moving on. So a few days ago, I planted the sunset, I think it's sunset kiss. I know they're coreopsis. I just didn't remember if it's sunset kiss, but I do think they're sunset kiss. Anyway, I planted here and I cut them back in hopes that they will give me some more blooms. And somehow it looks like it's starting to form a few buds to give me a little bit more blooms. So that is amazing. Yeah. So now we got the bunny grass, we have the sun kiss, which is going to give you, this is a nice brown and green color. I love the striking color on this. And then the pop of yellow and blue color tone on the flowers looks beautiful. So it's just going to tie in with all this over here. And then on this end here, I have a smoke bush. I have the royal purple smoke tree. Now, this tree, ever since I planted, it's been struggling a little bit. I had it in this area over here, next to the lavender. And you know, because the smoke tree gets really big and tall, I couldn't keep it there. So I moved it over here so it could fill in this area. Now, again, it was struggling. We got a lot of neighbors working, y'all, so just excuse the little bit of noise. Anyway, so we know that the smoke tree is going to get really big and tall. So I put it on this end here so it could fill in this end here with a beautiful color. But of course, we have time for that. This is not going to grow overnight and get that big. At least I don't see that happening. Also, it's been struggling for a little bit. When it was over on the other side, it was struggling. During the spring, it gives me some beautiful color and stuff. You know, it kind of flushed out during the spring, and I was in hopes that it will do something beautiful. And then the heat come and it started to fold up like this. It started to dry out. A lot of the leaves are crunchy. See, they're coming off. But the plant is not dead. So I shifted over here, giving it a chance to see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I put it there again in hopes that it will do something beautiful. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is pluck some more plants in this area. I'm not gonna go close to that, but I'm gonna plug something in this area just to give it a little bit more lift. The goal is for next spring, as the flowers started to come out, as they start to come out of their sleeping habits and stuff like that, I just want this area to look really nice. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to tuck plants in now. So anyway, again, we're gonna beautify this a little bit. Now, I just took a look at the bricks that I talk about. I'll start with this by tucking it in and see what happens, because it's pretty much shift out of place. So
good morning, me neighbor, good morning. How everybody did do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. How everybody.
okay, that was easy. In order to straighten it properly, all I had to do was put a little bit of the compost in the back of the brick to kind of lift it up, because what happened, it kind of like slide down and tilted on one side, so it looks as though it wasn't straight but it was. So I just put some compost in the back of the brick and kind of lift it up just to give it that level look, and that made it look a lot better. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around and find some plants that I want to tuck in this space, including one that I want to transplant. So let's go around there. I have a few grouping of plants over here that some of it I'm gonna use, but let's talk about this first. So in the pollinated garden, I have a orange rocket barberry. So this is a barberry. And this barberry is in the pollinated garden, and I never really liked it here, but I kind of leave it here only because I felt like I didn't have anywhere else to put it. But now I think I'm gonna move it and put it on the other side.
This wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Every day I open my eye, I see morning light, morning light. I know that the Lord just brought me through the night, through the night. So I face a challenging day before He take me away behind to the grind. Success on me mind. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. The how everybody they do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Some people will face the day with worry and fret, but that kind of feeling you must never get, never get. There's always another way. Just do as the Bible says, live for today. For God's ways and pray. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. The how everybody they do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. The how everybody they do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. The how everybody they do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Every day I open my eye, I see morning light, morning light. I know that the Lord just brought me through the night, through the night. So I face a challenging day before He take me away behind to the grind. Success on me mind. Good morning, me neighbor, good morning. The how everybody they do this wonderful morning. It's another beautiful day. I had to get up and pray and say thank you, Lord, for another day. Some people will face the day with worry and fret, but that kind of feeling you must never get, never get. There's always a
Now that was very easy, but I kind of planned this up a little high because I'm gonna add some more mulch on the top, so that's gonna kind of bring it up a little bit more. The reason for me not planting it down too much is because I know this area gets a little swampy, and I'm trying to save the root ball of some of the plants. I don't want them to be like soaking all winter long, like it's wet feet all winter long. So that's why I'm planting it up a little high. Now this area going up here doesn't get as swamped, but coming down here is what gets very wet. So I'm trying to save the root balls just a little bit. Now I did pick out a few more plants that I want to tuck in to this area, and this is including a beautiful hibiscus. Now this hibiscus is gonna give it a lot more color right here. This hibiscus is from Monrovia. It's a starry night hibiscus, and I thought this will look beautiful in that area as well. Now I do have the barberry in that corner, which gives it a little bit of color, but the hibiscus, really I want to tuck it in there because plants are so easy to move. when the seasons come around. So if it gets like way too big, out of control, or I need to move something, I will. Okay, but right now I don't see this plant getting 6 foot tall in one season. If it does, great. If not, and if I have to move something, I will again. So I want to put this color over there in that corner. This is, again, it's the Starry Night Hibiscus. It's a full sun perennial, and this guy is gonna get 4 to 5 inches, 4 to 5 foot tall, sorry, 4 to 5 foot tall, and 2 to 4 foot wide. It's, again, it's a perennial. It's a summer to fall bloomer, and its hardiness is zone -30 to 20 Fahrenheit. So that is the bloom of this guy. So pretty, so pretty. And these are the specks. Oh, turn it upside down. There we go. So, and I think I'm gonna put this in this corner right here. I'm gonna turn it around and angle it, of course. Let's see. I think right on that corner right there. Now, it's gonna be between the Niagara Falls and my evergreen. Kind of like right there. Hoping there's not too much obstructions, but I want to put it right in that corner. And then I have over here, I have another plant, which is a Salvia. I love Salvia because if the space is moist, it's still gonna grow. And if the space is dry, it's still gonna grow. So I love Salvias. Besides, I'm gonna put that guy right there next to the yellow blooming with the Salvia. I think that is gonna look very pretty. Now, the idea of putting these colors is because I want the area to have multiple colors in this spot. But although I want multiple colors, I don't want it to look crazy colorful. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for my pollinating garden. All right, and then I have a few more over here. These are the Arizona Sun blanket flowers, and that is a beautiful fall color. So I think I have 2 of them, and since I have yellow already on this side blooming, I think I'm gonna tuck this in right. I don't know. I didn't want to tuck anything right here. I don't know. I didn't really want to tuck in anything right close to this. Maybe I should wait till next spring for this part, because I don't know what's going to be the outcome of this flower. So maybe I'll change my mind on this. I'm going to find somewhere else to put that. Okay, don't hold it against me. You know when you feel like you really need to put something in a space? I really needed to put these blanket flowers in a space. So I end up planting them right in that corner. Our smoke tree still have a lot of space on this end. So I think it's gonna grow nicely right there. This guy grows straight up. It doesn't spread or anything like that. So I think that's a nice corner for that. And what I did was plant, I only had two, so I put both of them together in one hole and kind of make it really thick, so it looks like one grouping right in that space. And hopefully next year it kind of spreads out in that area and look really nice. The hibiscus over here, again, this guy is gonna get about what, 5 foot tall, 6 foot tall. So I just checked the tag, so it's gonna get 4 to 5 tall, 4 to 5 foot tall, and 2 to 3 foot wide. So that's gonna kind of like fill in this space here too, providing this one, the evergreen, don't, most of the evergreens, most of these guys kind of spread out, but where you trim them, I notice my neighbor trees go up more. So maybe I can trim it like that, I'm not sure. But again, if I fall into any situation right in this area here or in this entire bed, I can simply just move a plant if I need to. I like how the hibiscus look because it gives me another color in this area, another nice dark foliage and a bright pink flower that's gonna fill in here. Then on this side we're gonna have the orange, white, and yellow. Then we got the barberry back there, and then we got some more orange color of the flowers back here. We got the smoke tree. So there's a lot of color in this area. And then when you come over here, your two colors that you mostly have, or three colors, this is gonna give you the yellow, white, and orange. This is gonna give you your nice yellow with the brown or black center on the flowers right here. And then you have the salvia, which is a lighter purple. So in this area gives you beautiful colors too. Again, it's not symmetry. I wasn't looking for symmetry on this end. I was just looking to tuck in some flowers that will look absolutely beautiful. Ooh. Ooh, a mosquito just bit me. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, the salvia, when I was planting that, it started to break up because I guess because the soil is so soft in the pot, and the root balls wasn't like a farm root ball, so it was good enough to just pull out and plug in here. And the pieces that broke off, I just stick it in the ground as well, so because it still had a little piece of root on it, so hopefully it catches. But all right, this is it. What I'm gonna do now is open the mulch and start spreading it. I don't have to spread it everywhere, but I do have to spread it around the plants and stuff that I just planted. So. Done and looking absolutely beautiful. So I came from this angle just now to kind of clean up, and I'm like, oh, this looks so nice. The barberry structure with the evergreens, it looks so nice. I don't think the camera is doing it any justice, but from this angle right here, like the evergreen with a little bit of color just looks so good. The journey leading up to here took a long time, but the outcome is so beautiful. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys do something amazing today. It was a joy doing this. I am done. I don't have to come out here and say, oh, I got to do this in this bed. Oh, I got to fix this. I got to do that. No, it looks beautiful. I'm not sure if I'm going to put some more plants in it before the season is out. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I love how this corner look. If you got anything from this video today, I hope you like it. Give me that thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. Hope you get a chance to do something amazing today. And thank you so much for indulging me in these videos. Bye for now.